Hello, good evening, friends. Good evening, friends. This is Shubha Lakshmi from I Need to Watch Foundation. And today, under our initiative, Stray I Care, we are doing a new session. And this session is something to do with adopting cats. I'm sure many people would be having, especially people who are interested in adopting cats and they don't know, you know, some important information about cat keeping. So I thought that I can share my experience with people who are interested in adopting a stray cat and caring for it. And let me tell you, it is pretty easy because cats are low maintenance animals. So today I'm going to share my um, experience with you, and I have this my star cat. His name is Tim. Hello Tim. Here is Tim, and Tim has been a stray cat, and on 22nd November, I think he will complete 1 month with us. So he's been staying with us. So with him, I have another four cats. They all were stray and. Having lovely time with them. So I'm going to share some important information about cats, especially for those who weren't aware about it and who are interested in adopting a stray cat. I'm not talking about Persian cats or other cats, the breed, very expensive cats. Just about the stray cats. So one thing is that like dogs, so don't treat a cat like a dog. So so one is that they don't take bath, so there is no need of bathing them. Okay, so they have this habit of cleaning themselves, so they keep on licking. They lick every body part of theirs, and they are very clean, and there is no no smell. In dogs at least you will start you have a smell, but for a cat there is no smell. So they're very clean animals. And what you need is that I will just show that I have this special bed for them. Such kind of beds are available online. This one, see, this bed is very comfortable for them, so they like anything that is cushioning, anything that is cushiony and soft. That is what which just goes very well with their fur. So they are so they you just need to, so if you plan to have a cat, they need to have a place to sleep. So you can find, and then they like cozy corners. They like cozy corners, they like small boxes. So all this small places is what they are fond of. So you can actually think of that. And more importantly, like so many people think that whether you should trim their nails, their claws. No, there is no need of trimming. They can actually, they scratch and they trim their nails by themselves. Only thing you need to provide a scratching post for them. So again, there are many options available online or in the market that you can actually fix this scratching post somewhere. And I have a mat. I'll just show you that mat. So such kind of mats are also available on which the cats can sit as well as scratch. So they can scratch, and so any rough surface you can give them where they can scratch the nails. So there's no trimming of the nails, and they can take a good care of it. And you can actually brush their fur, because brushing helps in getting rid of many issues they are usually getting. So in terms of health wise, they usually have a problem with the ears. The ears would have ear mites. So there are mites who can actually become very bothersome, and the cat continuously starts itching, scratching the ears, shaking the head like this. So if you see those kind of symptoms, so be sure that there is a infestation inside the ear. There are ear drops available, but the best thing is that at least once in a month, take the cat to the vet and get it cleaned. So the vets actually clean up the ears. Tim is getting restless because he was wondering that I'm giving him some food, and here I'm doing a show with him and with no food. Okay. He loves food, and he'll constantly keep on eating food. So if I give him food, he'll just go away from this show. Therefore, I'm just holding him over here for a while. So ears is a problematic area. Secondly, in this area they are not able to reach. They can't lick themselves. And even the neck area, the nape area. So the nape area is also an area where the fleas are infested. So fleas basically feed on their blood, and they're usually in this belt, in the collar area. That's the reason the best way to pet a cat is to just give a head brush like this is called head brush. This is called head brush. Or you can to give them this kind of massage beneath their neck. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. So here and beneath the neck, you can actually give them, just scratch it. So they love that feeling because they're not able to scratch themselves over there. So that is a way of petting a cat. And ears and the collar area is a problematic area, and so that's the only area which you need to think. And there are treatments also available. There is drops which are available, which are which can be put on the back of the cat's nape, and that take care of the flea. So once a month, a visit to the vet is very important. And if you have adopted a stray cat like this, like we have adopted the Tim, so we got him first vaccinated. So vaccination helps not only like the anti-rabies is there, but they also protect the cat from. There are many other vaccinations which the cat gets just to keep the cat healthy, and it protects it from. They have the worm infection. Usually, they eat food from outside source, so they may get infection from the food what they eat. So vaccination is the first thing that one needs to really get it done. And then if it is a male cat, getting the neutered, or female cat getting it spayed, that is basically sterilizing them, because that will ensure that there is no further population. Because one of the biggest problem of stray is that overpopulation of cats and dogs, and then caring for them becomes a challenge. Then we have this nuisance. They become a nuisance value for people. So best thing is that if you are planning. Okay, baby, okay, he's just grumbling now. So one of the reasons, so best thing is that you can actually get it neutered or spayed. It is a small surgery, and it is very much doable. Like it's something we can very well manage at, like the post operation care can be very well taken at home. Usually, yes, it's around, for males it is around maybe 1,500, and for females it is around 4,500 is what the usually private vets may charge. But there are institutes, there are hospitals who are doing for free also. So you can check up that who are doing such kind of services. So that is one. Now in terms of the caring for the cat, so main important thing is the food. So cat is a completely non-vegetarian. So it's a carnivore. It's a cat belonging to the tiger families, obviously. So you can only offer it the. Okay, he is getting restless, so I'll let him go. Okay, he has gone. Okay, so they need non-vegetarian food only. So there are foods available in the market. I'll just show you. This is one. Not that I'm promoting this brand or something, but I offer this Visca. This is a dry food. It looks like this. I'll just open up and show. I'm sure if I do this, Tim is going to come by. So this is how it looks. I call it as the chips, dry chips. So this is how it looks. Uh, so this is, and they come in different flavor. So you can actually buy it online. It is very well available. In fact, pet food has become very popular now. Even in the chemist shops, they keep the stock of pet food. So there are different flavors. Fish flavor is there, chicken flavor is there. You can just check out. It takes some time for to know that what flavor your cat is liking, because some of my cats like the fish flavor, some of them like chicken flavor. So when you're buying for a cat food, don't go for just because you are doing it for first time. So you don't go for the most cheapest one, because the cheapest one are not of a good quality. So anything like, I prefer Whiskas brand because all my cats are loving it, they eat that, and they are in good health. So you can actually, you have to do some trial and testing. So if you're planning to buy cat food online, try to buy in small quantities, a different variety, and just see which food your cat is most preferring. So that is there. And so one is that this food is there, but there is a, you can also give food, like you can give fish, you can give some chicken to them. Some cats prefer boiled chicken, some prefer raw chicken. So my cats are like, they are having mix, I just need to cook it partially, then they eat it. So giving them raw food is also, this is not, they don't really prefer lots of cooked food, but semi cooked food is what they prefer. And if you're giving a good quality of meat or something, then you need not worry about the worms, because in the meat the worms are there, they might infect them. But if you're buying something right from the street or something, then obviously you need to cook and give it to them. So the food wise, you can give that. And somehow we all have actually grown up knowing that cats love milk, but I'm told, the vets have told that the adult cats don't need milk, so milk is not good for them, but a small quantity sometimes here and there is fine. They curd is also, curd and rice is also, you know uh, vets tell us to give. One can give curd and rice, one can give cooked egg and rice. There are various combinations available, but finally what your cat likes, that is, or what your cat prefers, that is what you will go by. Because my cats don't eat any of this stuff, they just want keema, the chicken keema which I give. So once some cats, and these cats, this stray cats whom I got a month ago, they are loving this dry food. They are not really going for any kind of wet food. But too much of dry food is also not good, because that can cause kidney problem for them. So if you want your cats to be like, live a long life, so you need to provide a good balance diet and water. So always keep water in different places at your home, so the cat gets used to water, and they drink water. Ideally they take food, they take water from the food directly, that is wet food. But if you're giving a dry food, just ensure the water is placed. Now the most important part, and the most messier part, is toilet training. Yeah. So one is that one can, I have not tried to make the cats use toilet, but I prefer them to. I gave them. I have a tray. I have a tray in which I put this soil. This clumping soil is available in the market. It is comes in such packets. Okay, clumping soil. So this soil is there, and if you put it in a tray, and cat, intuitively can actually dig and start. So whenever they poop, they know to cover their poop with the sand, and this is a clumping soil sand. So what this soil does is that it actually captures all the moisture, and it forms clumps, and there is no smell. So I keep some of the trays are right in my bedroom, some are in my kitchen, and there is no stinking whatsoever, because if you use a good sand quality, then there is no smell that comes. So this is so and you can actually, when the new cats had come, they didn't have any experience of using this cat litter. It's called cat litter. So I literally on a tray, actually I did the digging and showed them that, this is how you have to dig, this is how you have to dig, and then they automatically went and they did that. So this is actually very easy. So one of the most important part is that we are worried that the cat might shit or piss here and there. No, they don't do like that. If you create a corner for them, they'll get used to it. And they are very very punctual actually. So they have a time for eating, they have a time for shitting. Everything is very very like predictable. One can predict, and they spend a good time of sleeping. So therefore I give this kind of beds for them. This is, one cat has such kind of bed, and you can keep it wherever you want, and the cats can sleep. Now my cats have, like many cats, like many people have tried, like they bathe their cats. I don't bathe them because they don't allow me to bathe. So I use a dry shampoo. This is called a dry shampoo for cats. So I just spray it and just, when they are very muddy, so I just spray it and just wipe it off with a tissue. So that's just good enough. And because cats have habit of licking their paws regularly, so when we use the floor cleaner, if you're using a floor cleaner, the bathroom cleaner, so those chemicals will also get onto them. So we have to be very careful that the cats don't really move around when you are cleaning, or or rather go for products which are not really, which are pet safe also. So nowadays there are pet safe bathroom cleaners, pet safe floor cleaners are also available, because pets are playing a very important role in our life, especially in city people life, and having one in life is very important. And therefore I would like to urge people that please adopt a stray cat because I favor cats over dogs. Dogs is like, there is no convincing required for a dog, because dogs are very much the perception of a dog is much better than a perception of a cat. So I'm rooting for the cats, that please adopt a stray cat, and it is very easy to befriend them. If you start feeding them regularly, they'll start coming to your place. And but remember that the cats don't really trust people immediately. They take their own time, so give them the space. They are individualistic people kind of thing, they need their own space. They really don't want cluttering. So we can't really, like, some of my cats don't like cuddling at all, so we can't hold them. So they are individuals by their own, and it is very interesting to know them. So if you have any questions pertaining to, cats, and you want to keep cats, and you want to know something more, so please do write to us. I'll be really happy to share more insight on it. So that's all, friends. I had to share today on cat keeping. Thank you very much.